What is up, guys? Welcome to F125. We've got the early access and I'm so hyped. Special shout out to Humble Tracker and the IP Army for making sure this could happen. 3 days early access. We're gonna set up with the My Team. I'm super hyped about this. The first thing we had to do is actually switch the game music so we didn't catch any YouTube violations here. Before we touch anything though, guys, I'm gonna go into our settings and we are just gonna set up how we normally set up. I haven't played this game since F123 when it was part of the PlayStation monthly games, and before that is F121. So I did do a little league racing. I also got the controller with the paddle shifters on the back because I am a pad player. That's how we're doing it. Just showing you guys. No, I think right here we're gonna do no assist minus anti-lock brakes. All right, no traction control. We do corners only on the dynamic racing line. All right, colorblind is all right. That's how I just do it, man. That's how I do it. We're gonna do the manual suggested because we like the shift. Pit assist off, pit release off, ERS off, DRS off, everything, man. Recurring rewind. We no rewinds. You guys know on the channel we are one and done. That's how we do it. So with all of that set up, I'm just gonna go through here and make sure. Awesome. That's all we need. It's time to launch our career. We're going to My Team career. Choose the season type. Oh, full season for sure. That's how we do it, man. Hell yeah. Let's see what Naomi has to say. Special shout out to Drink Alchemy, official sponsors of the Ivory Pass channel. They do football, they do Apex, they do F1. A whole lot of EA sports out here, man. Let's go. Yeah, buddy. Let's see what custom settings are. Let's definitely, okay, so it kept that. The difficulty, you guys know we play on the hardest setting. I think 105 is what I usually do, because it's 110, right? Yeah, so I've always played on 105. We'll keep 105 there. We want it to be difficult. Practice full, definitely here. I think we didn't want to do this one, right? Short or full, which allows us to go. I'm gonna play this very realistic, guys, and we'll use jump edits and what have you. Okay, I think, yeah, 50% races is how I like to play. So if nothing's happening, we'll obviously cut that stuff out and we'll make nice little tidy episodes out here. Okay, rules and flags, perfect. Yes. I don't remember how strict this is. If it's really bad, I'll turn strict on. I can't quite remember. Park firme on, immersive, excuse me, immersive, safety car. What is this? Okay, standard. What is immersive? The immersive safety car experience will allow you to drive your car throughout the duration. The broadcast safety car experience captures the essence. Let's do that, man. And this is test your ability at turning in. Yeah, that we want to drive as much as possible, right? Red flags are standard. Formation lap. I don't typically do formation laps unless we're in the league, you know what I mean? Audio control, simulation settings. Okay, I do know this. No rewinds, none. Surface type realistic, low fuel mode is always hard. Race starts manual. Surfacing. Okay, yeah, we want to do it all. Pit lane tire sim allows you to prevent tire temperature changes from occurring when in the pit lane. Tire sim allows you to prevent tire. We want that, right? Contains settings that allow you to adjust the authenticity. So sim means it's as realistic as possible. Let's do that. All areas are the car. All areas. Tires damaged by wear only. Wear and collisions. There it is. Suffer realistic. I do know there's, in previous games there have been glitches, so I'm gonna start standard, and if we have any questionable deals, 'cause I think you can run 10 seasons, right? If we have any questionable stuff, we'll just turn this up. Okay, collisions are on. Let's see what the, okay. Yeah, nah, we're doing it all. That just prevents me from sending it, you know what I mean? There has to be consequences in here, guys. Confirm those settings. It's time to choose our team, and because we have early access, you guys already know this is the Drink Alchemy APXGP Formula 1 team. We've got Brad Pitt and his counterpart. I don't know a whole lot about the movie quite yet. It's still yet to come out, but I thought this would be very cool. It's going to look as close to an F1 car as possible. The movie's obviously, hopefully going to be a big hit, and I thought this would be very cool if we made it our team, as we got Sonny Hayes and Joshua Pearce driving for us. And then I would assume that we could, as these guys like age out, you guys know Brad Pitt is on, he's getting older, man, so he's like our Kimi Räikkönen slash, even Nico's getting up there. We'll see, and maybe we'll swap him out for a younger driver, but we'll find out. This is the team we are going to go with. Official drivers only. I think that I like to do like that because what are all driver icons? Choose driver icons. Let's just see what those are. Oh, Aiden Jackson. Yeah, I definitely, let's just keep these two in there. Off. Like, if I see anybody, I actually was in a racing event with Brendan Lee, the Drink Alchemy Battlegrounds. Very cool. Kind of want to leave him in there, but I think he's actually retired. So no sim racers for us. We're gonna leave the two, Aiden and Callie, in there. Can be recruited by AI teams. You know what? I'm gonna do this off. Right? Do we want to do Breaking Point at some point and film that? I know that Breaking Point, like Arva has done the episodes, so we'll have like a backstory on these guys and girls. I don't know. I don't think we do it. I'm gonna go official drivers only. That's our team. Let's see. Regardless of your choice, you can still access detailed help information via the in-game manual and your team HQ. Let's learn on the go, man. You know how it is. Here it goes. Career team headquarters. So this is brand new, by the way. I love that we got our logo up there, APXGP. If you guys look on the thumbnail, I've tried to replicate some of this stuff as much as possible for our thumbnail, and you guys know the channel theme is the Guy Fawkes mask. So let's see what's up. Choose your profession background. Every organization is made up of people, and managing people has been your specialty ever since you started climbing the ladder. You know that the team is only as good as the people that are in it. I like that. And are committed to empowering and developing your staff to allow them to reach their full potential. Your skills in this area will allow you to motivate your workforce to complete facility improvements quicker. A head engineer, you might suffer the boardroom and politics, but the garage has always been where you felt the most at home. Your team's success will be measured on the track, making this endeavor primarily an engineering challenge. You've always loved those. Your experience and knowledge in the field will pay great dividends given the nature of the team and its goals. Your expertise in this area allows you to earn more research. Damn, okay. And then financial officer is people that bring in the cash money, right? No F1 team can survive without a sound grasp of financials and your skill at juggling not just the numbers, but the relationships, the politics, the ebb and the flow of negotiations. It's renowned throughout the industry. You're not just managing a team, you're managing a brand, an idea, a legacy even. And you're determined that it be remembered. Your judicious accounting allows you to earn more cash per week. Guys, so not the head engineer. I'm just gonna do this as closely as it reflects me personally, right? So I like people manager. The IP army is it's all of you out there are in our headquarters, right? Chief financial officer, that's got to be Humble Tracker, right, guys? Or Alchemist. Alchemist is a top tier member of the IP army. You two guys are the CFOs of the team. But what I think we just want to manage our people and make it as hard as possible. Facility improvements quicker. Yeah, I think this will make it more difficult. Okay, choose your starting facility investment. Oh, it's hard. It's hard, guys, and we're gonna make it hard. We're gonna start at the back. We're gonna work our way up. No development. No cash to start with. Nothing. Brand new team. We're out here. Oh, check it out, guys. Check it out.
Hello and welcome to this very special live stream. Great to be with you all because today we're going to witness history.
That's absolutely right, Natalie, because for so many years we've wondered exactly what 11 teams would look like on the grid. Guess what? Today is the day we find out.
And we are here at the team's state-of-the-art HQ. We'll be seeing their brand new car very soon, but behind every team, behind every car, there's one person central to it all.
Yes, and Ruben Cervantes will be looking to channel all of his years of experience, both on track and behind the scenes, into Apex's chances this year. But the question really is, can he lead the team to the very top step?
And we'll be seeing more behind the scenes as the season progresses. But of course, it is all about what happens on track. So, without further ado, let's see the fruits of their labor, the brand new 2025 car.
All right, there it is. This is the livery reveal. Mercedes powered.
Well, thank you all for joining us. The team have done an incredible job. The car looks sensational.
It certainly does. Congratulations and all the very best for the season ahead.
Okay, livery reveal is much better than I saw in the game 2 years ago. What do we have out here? We got activities. I think we can schedule these things, right? Engineering. Oh my god, there's a lot of things happening out here. We didn't turn tutorials on. So let's see what's going on. Activities. Careful management of your time as well as facilities can yield significant results. This can be done by assigning a schedule of activities between race weekends. Some reward you upon completion, other provides effects that are active for the duration of the activity. And I can imagine those are like the promo things and what have you. What is my team? We know what that is. Facilities, engineering, personnel, corporate. Monthly running costs. Here's the workforce, increasing workforce. Gotta add to that IP army, baby. Let's go. Engineering. The faster research projects. Complete, developed. We knew that. The cheaper it is to run all your facilities. Heck yeah. So what is this? Just paying them left? The more staff you have, the more staff, the cheaper. That's interesting. The more money you make each month, we definitely want to get that. Facility improvements. This is pretty straightforward. Research, development, component management, assigning upgrades. Let's look at this. Maybe this might be different. The performance of each car significant. Okay, so this is something that is new, guys, is the ability to upgrade one car at a time, which is pretty cool. fan ratings, which looks to be new, plus accolades, rivalries, sentiment. The level of sentiment represents how the fans and the public at large feel about the team. Interesting. Fan bonuses. The sentiment can be positive or negative. The more negative, the more fan bonuses will become temporarily disabled. Wow. So we've got to, man, we've got to work. We may have there's no redos, man. As team owner, your responsibility is to ensure that your team is running efficiently and effectively across all areas. However, upon reaching a race weekend, the owner has to take a step back and surrender control of the team's fortunes to the rest of the team, and crucially, to its drivers. As owner, you can choose each weekend which driver to focus on, allowing you to directly control them for the duration of the weekend. I think we're going to start with Sonny Hayes. We can add some of this stuff. So we've got early driver talks. I don't think we need to do that. Driver promotional too. So if we, okay, yeah. Pearce and Hayes focus, but the rating goes up. Preseason press conference, which is, it's gonna cost us some money, and we got almost 5 milli. Okay. The media tour, so we get good perception out there. Or an accounting push, which will give us 25 G's. Not really a whole lot out there, guys, in the grand scheme of things. So fan rating 10 G's. I wonder how many days do we have before we have a race weekend? Okay, so we could actually do quite a few things. I wonder if you have to fill them in each department. You know what I mean? Title sponsor loyalty, owner experience. Okay, so that'll give us some experience. Slightly increased morale. I always like that. This goes on 11 days. Can we cancel that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so here's the 20th, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, yeah, I actually like that. Let's do just to get the world familiar with what we're doing out here. And I do want to see, oh, we can go out here and we can, from what I presume, we can choose and overlap each department. Receive 100 resource points each day. I do like that. Reduce the time taken to research chat, and I think that's just okay. Effects last for the duration. So we're gonna go research focus. This is the perception. Increases the speeds of talks with drivers. Allow the personnel facility to get a head start on assessing the driver market. Interesting. Driver training camp. This is gonna, I think this is how we start it, right? Ooh, let's go 8 and 10. How many days did we have? We have 18. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, so yeah. Okay, let's do that. So we are going to promotional tour. And then down here, we are gonna get there a focus up. All right, and then we can bounce over here. I mean, it pretty much can do everything, can't you? I think we can. I think it's just wanting you to do, oh, don't be doing that. I think it wants you to do all that. Title sponsor loyalty, we do like that. Self-reflection. Okay, so the morale, but are we investing anything? I do need to look into that. Are we building anything up, and when? Chassis calibration. Oh my gosh, we kind of have to overlap those things, you know what I mean? So we could, I can remove, so that's cool. And these are done, right? Maybe I could sneak one more thing. Nope, we're all good there. That's all scheduled. So it takes 8 days. Well, I'm gonna have to look at the car. I'm gonna have to look at the car for this and see what we need. So this is team owner. Let's see what this is all about. We do have messages. It's from the IT department. We got to manage the team to glory. I know we do, man. I know we do. Look at all the important stuff. Thank you so much. Hey, Ruben. So it chooses our team principal for us or team owner for us because we are APXGP. Okay. Factory is online. I'm here to assist in any way I can. We might do a driver career. Like, I'm not sure how this APXGP thing is going to go as far as like its trajectory. So we might just do a straight up. How I like to play career mode is like, we don't do any upgrades. We don't manage anything. We drive the car and we try to win a championship, make it hard. Car development is the area. See significant. Okay. Disadvantage. Got it. Gap is only going to widen. Facility status is basic. Get business. Start working with the team at hand. Looking at our current setup, our current facilities are enough to have gotten us where we are, but are decidedly bare bone when compared to those of our competitors. We knew that. No cash investment. Really looking forward to working with you. Discussed previously. It's worth noting that beyond the remaining sponsor cash we have received, we don't have an investment, man. We're not going to be able to push hard on the required car development and facility improvements until we've secured some additional funds. Got it. Thank you so much, Anissa. Research. Okay, we can research it. We have 1,000 points. I want to see where we're at. And it looks like we're at the bottom. And I think I can click on each of these. And see where we're ranked. No, we can't. Okay. We don't know where we're at, do we? Powertrain and durability. I want to see like each component and where we rank in the grand scheme of things. Maybe development. We have a slot available, same thing. So this is kind of like my team in 23 where you can unlock slots and develop multiple upgrades. Assign upgrades, component management. Here's the personnel. Let's have a look at what the drivers are up to. Sonny Hayes, nice. What is this? Oh, external talks. Let's view the driver market. I want to see. The perception, interesting. So the perception of our drivers is not great. They seem to be the straight-faced guys. We got Doohan. Honestly, he's not there. The Colapinto's there, so they didn't update that, it looks like. Yeah, he's right here. Aaron. Let's see. Do we got any? Oh, we got an American guy there. Fittipaldi. He did some stuff with Haas, didn't he? Still in it, man. After that nasty crash up in, rest in peace. We'll leave it at that. You guys know. You guys are F1 fans. You know what we're talking about. I don't know. I don't think we put anybody up here at the moment. 88 and 82. Okay, so we got a bet and we've got a... I would assume this is a young buck. We can't see the age on there. Current contract is boys making bank. That's what he's doing. Contract owner choices is what's and then the team level amicable. Okay, well, thanks. Talks progress. I think we're gonna make a lot of mistakes out here, guys, and thank you for joining the ride, man. It's gonna be crazy, isn't it? Here's the workforce. Let's see what this is all about. Adjust your workforce. Okay, so we can, everything's maxed out, guys, so I can't imagine. Hiring has been paused as we're at the limit there. I'm sure when we increase facilities that the number of personnel goes up as they need people to fill that. and then our weekly income goes up, but it will improve. So the IP army is small. Consider joining, so that way we can get more of you here at the facility to help Drink Alchemy Apex GP work our way to the top. It's gonna be crazy. Title sponsor, nice. Let's have a look at this. Pacifica. Okay, so it does use the game's, yeah, it does use the game's fictional sponsors, but we've already got sponsors on the car. Cost cap. Oh, we're not even close to that. I'm not even sure we'll get anywhere near that. Dude's got a Drink Alchemy Appalachia up on his desk. Cheers, buddy, to you and to you, IP Army. That's what we do around here, man. Okay, now I think we can performance. This is what we want to look at. No, it's not. Passive income. Total workforce. Okay, we've got room for about 90 people. Constructors points, we want 50. 50 is gonna be a big ask for the settings that we just put on. You know what I mean? Ruben Cervantes. Can't wait to see the movie coming out next month, I believe. Owner training. I'm gonna look at this too. Oh, check it out, guys. Check it out. We have zero available. Fair enough. And this is where it's like a skill tree now. So we chose personnel, and that's why that's unlocked, but you can see everything else is not. So we do got that purple right there. Discard that training, but it's been complete. Heck yeah. So if you feel like you made the wrong decision, you just smash that bad boy, and I'm sure you can just apply it here. But that's not what we're doing, man. Okay, so I just want to click through all these, make sure we're not missing anything. I wish we could look at how we're doing. Nice. Show driver performance. Oh, here we go. No. This is the car comparison. Okay. So once we build it up, we're gonna have to apply it, I guess. Your research parts will appear here. Got it. Here we go, guys. Now we're in it. So we got 3 in the durability. We got 1 on the powertrain. Aerodynamics is something I like to get a stable car before anything else. So damn. Let's start here. What do we got? We got 440, and I just want to look at the chassis. Okay, we can do both the chassis and the aerodynamics. And it looks like we can start looking at floor stiffening stays, front wing adjuster bracket. This is the front downforce and the rear downforce. The rear downforce is, I think, what we want to go with first. If it's anything like the previous games, we want to prevent wheel spin and the ability to jump onto the accelerator faster. This is what I'm going to do. This is going to be our first deal. And I think you just exit. It is now in progress. And then we've got the plank for the chassis, which is redistribution. And then we've got some weight reduction. I like the weight reduction to start things out. So typically, like you see Cadillac coming onto the grid next year, 2026, their development from what's been told anyways, their development's going swimmingly minus the weight of the car. So we're gonna prevent that. We're gonna go right into developing our weight and managing that. We have 120 left, but I don't think there's anything for us at 120. General wear, we love that for the supplier upgrades. Thank you. We have supplier upgrades here. They gave us a turbo and nothing on chassis, nothing on aerodynamics. That's what we're gonna rock with, man. So here's the in progress stuff. You can see we're the bottom of the grid, Apex GP. This is gonna be a climb. Hopefully we can outdrive the car, so to speak. we are working chassis and aerodynamics. So we need to go, where's our activities? Go back to activities, and we are going to chassis, aerodynamic. Thank you. And then over here, we still got some time. We can do fan rating, title sponsor loyalty, which I feel like we're gonna mess up a lot. So this might not be bad to get a jump on it, but also this, which I'm gonna be honest, man, like maybe we only last 3 seasons and we got to sell the team. I don't know, but let's go. Let's get our people on board and focus performance, and we'll just say our performance, we're gonna focus on that. We're gonna focus on our people, and the money will come. Okay, I believe that is everything for activities. It's gonna double check. Engineering, I love it. Personnel, done. Corporate, boom. I think it's time, guys. Just double checking everything here. Okay, it's telling me to press the, oh, that's what it is. Okay, I believe we are ready to advance that time. Everything's good to go. I'm gonna see, can you stop it if anything happens?
So, we're gonna need to open talks with drivers for next season. They could be ours, or are currently driving for other teams. You should head to the driver comms page to see who you want to consider.
Go to driver talks for sure. Thank you very much for that. So we click on him. Opens in 189 days, so we can start preliminary chats here. They haven't progressed, and neither with him, I can imagine. So let's put 2 drivers on the list, just in case. You always need a backup plan, guys. No way Lando or Piastri leave McLaren. Maybe Gasly. I can't imagine he's happy at Alpine. I'm not a fan of Esteban. I am not. We love Alexander. That's crazy. Where's Carlos? So Alexander Albon is smoking Carlos Sainz at the moment. George Russell has been kind of a topic for leaving Mercedes, so that would be interesting. Yuki Tsunoda has the last race, which was Monaco. Dude, he lost to both the Racing Bulls, I think, if I remember that correctly. It seems like Liam Lawson may be on the way out. Not a fan of Lance Stroll. Colapinto's interesting. Behrman's interesting. Doohan at 73, and this one's crazy to me. So Antonelli, I think he's the future of Mercedes, to be honest with you. Hadjar is, I feel like dude got stiffed here. He should be, I think, above Lance Stroll. Come on, man. Come on, man. A lot of these guys, Antonelli above Stroll. You can even make an argument for Behrman and what he did in the Ferrari. First time driving that. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Okay, these guys are all 60s. Okay, so we're gonna look at current drivers. Let's start talking with some current drivers. Damn, I honestly don't think. I think Doohan's got to be in the talks because he's not driving at the moment. You know what I mean? Actually, let's back out. Let's make a smart call here. I like Albon. Williams is actually doing pretty good. Confirm. I've actually got a
very early preliminary inquiry to their side. I'll let you know how it goes. Hard to get
far out, man.
at the moment. These things are always fluid and move quickly, but if they're interested in us, I'm sure things will move a bit quicker.
Nice. I do like that. And I've got some Albon memorabilia. So we were a fan of Albon since he came in when he was with it was Toro Rosso at the time, but when he made the switch over to a Red Bull, yeah, buddy, got the Albon helmet. We also love us some Lando Norris. This is my favorite Lando Norris helmet, the sugar skull out of Mexico. We've also got some Verstappen. We've got some George Russell. Those guys are kind of out of reach for us. So I think from here, maybe Gasly's a little higher rated, which is interesting, right? Than Albon. So let's find somebody. Experience, pace. I want to find a good pace for as cheap as possible, right? A lot of these guys are not pacey at all. So who's the best pace guy out here? Colapinto at 79. Oh, that's 79 focus. Liam Lawson's got some pace. Dang, I feel like he's rattled though. Maybe, what's Antonelli? 76, I feel like, nah, that's not true. Sonoda at 85. Lawson at 85. Let's start some chats with Liam. I think he's on his way out. So we got two former Red Bull guys there who are thinking about making that switch to drink alchemy. Never know, guys. Never know. Okay, we got two talks going. We can, okay, yeah. So those just started. Albon, Lawson. Okay, and then we'll move forward here. Something's going on in the engineering department. It says this. Did something fail? No, we are still researching it. So we had a notification here. Research delayed. And what am I missing, guys? What am I missing here? I would love, what is this new season grid reveal? Hopefully it stops us for that and we can watch it. It went right on by? No, that's on the 5th. Okay. Okay, we got the calibration in. And before we hit that grid reveal, guys, I'm gonna hit this. We're gonna go into research because we do have some more points here. Powertrain good, morale high. This is still being researched, 2 more days. Okay, we can go. What's up with the powertrain at 440? Engine power would be sick. But I think we hit the next end of this aerodynamics here, and I'm gonna go ahead. We have no available slots. Nice. I mean, I guess we could. Simultaneous upgrades. I want to continually work on stuff, you know what I mean? But I guess for this one point, let's try it. So it's going to be after the Australian Grand Prix. Our car disappeared for some reason. So he's looking at a whole lot of nothing there. First bug maybe that we've seen in the game. We'll find out. Grid reveal. This should be cool. Let's have a look. There it is. Pretty cool. I fit, man. I just the graphics are a little disappointing, to be honest with you. I think the closest one was Brad Pitt and Lando Norris. I think they did George Russell dirty. Lewis Hamilton's pretty close. The eyeballs of Verstappen are like deep, man. It's like you can not look into the dude's eyes. It looks like there's a void up in that guy's dilated pupils. Yuki Tsunoda was all right. There was some Fernando Alonso looked like a freak. Pretty interesting though. I do like that. That's pretty nice. 438 means we won't be able to update any, so I am just going to I want to look and see if maybe we can start upgrading some of these other things. So I'm not sure. Yeah, proposed cap will cut a portion of your workforce. We don't want to do any of that, right? So I just want to see what it does. You can change them, right? But there's nothing you can really do besides lace decal design, new activity unlock. I mean, I don't really know here. The season goal is to finish 5th or better, which is a long shot, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, to be real with you. I'm trying to do as much as I can here to prepare us, but I don't think we've got it, you know, and there's nothing really to do. I'll see if anything pops up delayed or whatever. I'll stop it.
Engineering need your attention on something.
Thank you. I'll have a look at that. The development. What are you about to say? Okay, we're ready. We're ready for some of these things. Single development. Oh, we can only go single development at the moment. Interesting. So I think we're gonna drive the slower of the two cars, and just hopefully we're good enough to benefit the slower driver. So we obviously have to go single development. Anything else? Yeah, standard. And then same thing with chassis. We got to go single development. I want to go dual development as early as possible. So what we might do is go into our facilities. What's up with the research and this thing always being here? I'm pushing all the buttons. Nothing's happening. Durability, maybe? Have you got something for me? Great. Thank you so much. We're going to move on from that. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Upgrades. Where is our facilities? Personnel, corporate, performance results. Damn, because of that line, I completely freaking missed this. This is something we wanted to do early on, but there are no redos here on the Ivory Pass channel, guys. Workforce, love that. We can increase all this stuff. Oh, yeah. Wait. That's engineering. I want a dual. Damn. Yeah, some of this stuff would have been sick, man. Okay. Personnel, upgraded intranet. Lovely. Pit crew training, which that's very cool. Driver psychologist, very cool. That's gonna be 1.5 milli. We're getting the best of the best out there, especially for a month, man. Contract management allowed you to build 2 facility improvements at the same time in your personnel facility. I think we're on the right track here, guys. 2 facility improvements, facility personnel liaisons. Owner XP you receive from actions taken. Okay, this is cool, man. This is cool. 2% is not a whole lot. 5%. I mean, that might not be a bad way to spend 2 milli. Owner XP. Secondary sponsors. My brother in the back's taking a sip of that drink alchemy. Cheers, the official beverage of living your best life. Increase the chance of signing new secondary sponsors by 10%. Okay, audience engagement. Receive $20,000. Okay, let's chill on that because I'm not sure where we're gonna be at come race weekend. Resource points would be good. This is pretty easy to do. Every time you complete a practice program, pretty easy points, guys. Research 2 projects at the same time. This one might not be a bad idea, but that's only for 12 days, so let's wait on that. Increase morale of all each time you complete a facility improvement. And then let's go into corporate, guys, and I think increase the income. We'll just continue to roll that. I said that'd be a good use of $2 million. We'll find out. Hopefully we recruit more than 2 milli, and we're able to. That's like a smart call. We're learning by doing out here. You know what I mean? Okay, thank you so much for that highlight there. I think that's it, man. Because I'm not seeing. Did we mess up again? Because facility improvements, right? I want to unlock in your durability, powertrain. I want to unlock some of this stuff. Yeah, this is, I guess, is the only place we can go. Not a whole lot going on over here. But the duration is, this is only for a duration. It's not a permanent thing. So when I have enough points, like I was just about to, I've got to come in here, select this, and then that kind of doesn't make sense though, does it? Or does it take 12 days to complete? Guys, let's just try and unlock a new, okay. You know what? It takes 12 days to upgrade the department. I'm getting it now. Upgrade 2 projects, develop 2, research 2. Yeah, man. And this is new tier. Okay, so I think we're right here on the cusp of our race weekend. Yeah, we are. So let's go into our very first race weekend here, guys. And we'll just assess the situation. I'm gonna go Sonny Hayes to start. Okay, we're on the 11th. That's the 13th. I want to just, what the heck's going on here, you know? Oh, we got 567 now. We got 567, guys. And let's go ahead and select this. And everything will be ready before China. So luckily we caught that before we got into the race weekend. Okay. Shall we go out and drive a little? We'll get out on track. Tire allocation. Nice. Okay, perfect. We can do all this stuff right, but just in case we forget one time. But let's head out there, man. I don't need to mess with the allocation at the moment. Love that. I think they did a really good job on Brad Pitt there, man. I think maybe that was a requirement for him to be in the game, you know, like make sure I look good. This is the very first race of the season, obviously. And also this one has LiDAR. So I'm really excited to get on track and show you guys what we're working with here. Fixed tire loadout. Thank you so much for that. Have a look. Okay, so just like other games, they do have like a new walk-in, and we're sitting across from our teammate, and you just punch in here and read everything about it. Sonny, as we embark upon the new era in Formula One, I want to thank you for being with us. Highlight the incredible contributions you made in the lead up to this moment. This is when we finally see all of our hard work come to life. Your talent and dedication are vital to this success. We're excited to have you with us. Let's set our sights high. Incredible season. No upgrades. I wanted to let you know that there are no new upgrades on the car for this race weekend. It's disappointing, but rest assured, you're going to be the slowest. I've attached the previous preview. Got it. And forecast. It looks like it's going to be wet conditions for qualifying. Tough stuff, guys. I'm going to have to... Dang. It looks like the race is going to be dry for the most part, so we've got to find a setup likely for... Oh, this is already testing us, and I've been so far out of the game. It's gonna be tough here. Everything's the same as far as durability in the championship. So we got practice 1. It'll give us an hour. We'll just do this together, a few practice sessions as we set the car up as well. We need to do that. I think I'm just gonna use... I know the handling model is different, so we're gonna have to fine tune it to our driving style.
The long wait is over. This is it, a brand new season. And before the show gets well and truly underway, we've got the all-important matter of a free practice session. It's great to be back.
Let's go. Okay, we got the 7 on the helmet, the Sonny on the helmet, wearing Kimmy's number. Very cool. I like the zoom in. I like that you can see the details on the helmet.
Radio check.
Radio check. Let's get it. Is he gonna say anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Garage tutorial. Thank you so much. Car setup and tires. Session info. We need to set this car up, man. Car setup. 5 presets. Yeah, we've always got to go to custom setup. And I don't know what that means. How do we... It's been a while since I did this, guys. I know. Select and customize. There we go. And we'll start with the aerodynamics. I'm going to go off of the 2024 setup, I guess. And this is how we are going to get started, guys.
Me again, mate. We've made some changes to the way that ERS works this year. So you're
Interesting.
going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now.
Wow,
play
okay.
around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
Okay, well, that's that. All right, guys, we have finished our practice programs. We've got our laps in here at practice 3, preparing for our first ever qualifying with APXGP and Sonny Hayes. You can see we're split with Joshua Pearce by about 0.4 of a second there, so running about on par with how we should be. We are the worst team on paper, so we're gonna, anything above like P21 in qualifying is gonna be kind of a surprise, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna do our best. I think we've got a good setup dialed in. We'll have to find out. I am simulating the rest of this. We don't need the extra wear and tear. I feel confident with our setup and what we're doing, so we are just going to progress through practice 3 here, get ready to go qualifying, and we'll see how this thing goes. I'm very excited about it. We'll see how we finish as well. So P5, as far as P3 is concerned, these things aren't you never know what other practice programs the other teams are running. So I'd never put much stock into that. You can see we got all the points that were possible. Took a little bit of work to get some of those in there, but a lot of setup changes, you know what I'm saying? But so it looks like qualifying is gonna be wet, the race is gonna be dry. We're gonna have to basically tough out a dry setup here in qualification to make sure we are ready to go for race day. Again, we don't have a whole lot of expectations as far as scoring points here in Australia. We're just getting used to the game again. So let's just go ahead and go through this, get ready to go on a dry setup into the rain and see how we fare. A little bit of an intro here. Very cool. Sonny seems to be happy with the car, you know what I mean?
Okay, mate. Radio check, please. Radio check.
Check, check. Okay, we've got the wets, the weather. We do have, the weather's not perfect, so it could be changing. How do we look at, okay, here it is. Yeah, it looks like through this entire thing, it's going to be a little crazy. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to car setup. I'm going to give us an extra lap of fuel here and just get these tires like a little bit warmed up. 2 laps. I typically in wet weather, I do better on the second lap. So we'll see how we do out here. You won, man. First ever qualifying. Okay, well, that'll do. This is our dry setup, fully dry, so we're just gonna try and stay tough. Yep, this is my first experience in wet weather as well. We're gonna take it nice and easy. Trying to get on the gas as soon as possible. The accelerator, we'll be a little more conservative with that. Nice and slow on the throttle. Man, it's really hard to get into the turns here as well with it full wet. You can see it's kind of sliding. Little tank slapper. I can't imagine we're going to put up any kind of respectable time here. The good thing is the teams that do well, I can't imagine that, you know, obviously the Red Bulls, the Ferraris, etc. But the other teams like Kick, for example, Kick Sauber, if they are setting their cars up for wet qualification, we may have race day advantage. You don't score points in quali. So we'll see how that goes. We're rolling the dice here. I'm gonna go 2 laps. Yeah, the tires are definitely getting a little bit more grip. It's not much.
And that's P13. P13.
P13, pretty good. Not sure how many people actually set times though. All right, we're gonna abandon that lap because I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we throw the new tires on and just give it one more go. Right now sitting P10, but that's dang near by the bottom. Only Hadjar is slower than us outside of our teammate. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna fast forward it just a bit here. Yeah, we're at the bottom here. So everybody else looks to be, dang, almost even a second faster. So Let's kick this thing up. I'm gonna go out again on at the 6-minute mark with the brand new wet tires, and we'll just see how we get on.
And
I'm hoping we can find a little bit of time here. Obviously. Hoping to make it into Q2. That'd be a surprise for us. But Sonny Hayes is the veteran driver. If anybody can do it, it's going to be him. Making sure not to cut corners, not to get on the accelerator too fast here. 2 tenths up already. We're going to use some of that overtake as well. Want to brake as late as possible and just roll into these things. Nice and easy. I don't want to put it in the wall around here. We're almost a second up, guys. This is pretty good. We're getting a feel for it in the wet weather, I think. Little bit slippery right there. Oh my gosh. We're hanging on though. Don't want to cut those corners. Okay, almost 2 seconds up. We're doing pretty good here. I made no adjustments to the car. This is just track Evo. I'm sure all those wet tires out here kind of siphoning off some of this rain. Those bigger treads, kicking it off the racing line. I'm not sure if it's enough to do much, guys, but it is a big improvement, and that's what we were looking for. Nice and easy on the throttle. Great haptic feedback on the controllers. And then we're just going to smash that overtake. Almost 3-second improvement. Oh my gosh, it looks like we're all the way up into P3. My gosh, that's a little uncharacteristic, but we'll take it for now. Hopefully that puts us in to Q2. We'll see what we got. Should be winding down the final 10 seconds, and we're
your best bet in the current conditions.
Okay, we flew around that track in the wet weather. Doesn't look like Pearce is going to be able to improve, but I think this wet weather may have just given us the fighting shot we needed. Oh my gosh, if we end that, we ended that in P3. Holy cow. Great lap. Only about 6 tenths off. Okay, let's roll into Q2 here, see if we can keep this magic going. We did burn up some of these wet tires, so we'll have to see what we get. Okay, so intermediates, good. I'm gonna burn a little bit of clock here. Hopefully the people ahead of us will clear off some of that racing line. You can see 13 people out. I'm gonna go out right now. It does say busy, but we're at the back of this whole pack. We can create a little bit of a gap if we need to. You can see Fernando or Stroll up ahead of us in that Aston Martin.
We've been pushed down into P14.
There's nobody behind us. I'm just gonna take our time. There is a dry racing line, so I'm gonna try to stick to that. Here we go. Try not to cut those corners. Oh, gonna get in the grass. Nope. Luckily, they had that little triangle cut out right there. Just for guys like us. Using every bit of the track there. Okay, there's significantly more grip. And I am being cautious on the accelerator because of the experience we had with the wet tires. But I do think we'll go 2 laps here. I know we didn't do it on our first. Oh gosh. Okay. So we almost lost it there. Okay. Stick to it. Stick to your guns. I'm going to try and save our ERS. It's probably already in like hot lap mode, but it looks like you can use it Damn, almost lost the rear end there. Hard to get into that turn here, but we straighten it out. It looks like you can use like a little bit of extra ERS there. I'm not sure if that's gonna contribute to like some really bad ERS harvesting degradation, all the equipment for that. Look at that, almost kicked it out, almost lost it. I'm gonna go like sector 1, sector 2, see if we're improving at all. And if not, we'll abandon the lap like we did on the first wet lap that we had. You can already see, oh, like a 10th down already out of that first turn. I'm gonna try to be a little more aggressive here. Okay, there we go. This sector in particular, I felt like, okay, it's not as slippery as it was in the wet, obviously. Using all the curb there, maybe even got all 4 tires off the road there, not sure. But we're looking pretty good so far. About 4/10 up. We'll see how we handle this. We did have a bit of a slide on our first lap. It looks like a purple sector 2. Wow, we might be Rain Man out here. I'm gonna try and drain this ERS too, just drain the battery as we get down there. Want to save some for the straight. I'm not great at Australia, never have been. Uh-oh. Okay, looks like we're almost a second up. We like that. No slippage, nice. Draining that battery. Looks like we're gonna be a second and a half faster. Wow, we go to the top with the fastest lap. My gosh, I did not for the... We might have to adjust our our AI, man. In the rain, we are just absolutely killing it. Probably because we have a dry setup on. So that's been like pretty...
I'd take a set of intermediates in these
pretty traditional with these games is if you have a dry setup and you can just kind of control how you accelerate, you tend to be faster than everybody else on the AI. So we're less than a 10th faster than Verstappen. We might make Q3 here. How wild would that be? I'm not sure we have the race pace to hang with the top 10, but you never know. You never know. We're heading to Q3, I think. No. Oh, we are. Okay, nice. I didn't see our highlighted. Yeah, we were the fastest. Oh my gosh, guys. That's pretty wild. Slowest car on the grid. Dang. I'll have to see how the race goes, but for us to be all the way up there in our very first race with the worst car, I don't know what to say about that.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Okay, it does say it's gonna dry out, doesn't it? Let's see what everybody's going out on so we can ride on board. And they got intermediate, so that's what we're gonna do too.
Intermediate tires are your best bet in the current conditions.
And we're gonna go out a little bit early. Early, right? We had to fast forward it to see what everybody else is doing. I wanted to make sure nobody's on slicks. It is still raining though. We got a whole nother set of tires too, but if we're doing okay, we might just go 2 laps. Yeah, our ERS deploy is already on hot lap. Oh, we'll use a little extra if we need it. That little triangle cutout right there is perfect. So you don't have to turn too sharp to get back on the track. Ooh, a little twitchy right there under brakes. Losing the back end just a little bit as we try to get on the accelerator here. I can always feel my biceps like clenched up on these wet races, man. You just get fatigued just because of I don't even realize it most of the time until like after the fact. I'm like, damn, man. I'm getting like a real muscular fatigue gripping this controller, white knuckled. So we are using anti-lock brakes. That's the only assist that we use. I am not. Sometimes I break into the turn, and I'm sure we could learn. But as you guys know, if we decide we fall in love with the F1 game, I will learn to drive without the anti-lock brakes. But we're just not that good. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna see first sector into second sector if we're improving our time any. Okay, a little bit of a corner cut there.
It looks like we're running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Try to get, I'm gonna push a little bit more since we've already got a banker lap in. And almost paid the price there. Oh, almost paying the price, but we're still about a 10th off. We might be able to find some time here.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
10-4, good buddy. Okay, ooh, about 2/10 maybe, if we can nail this. Doesn't look like it's going to be a big improvement at all, does it? Okay, 3/10, love it. The extra grip we have with the heated up tires on that second lap, I think, is a game changer. Not sure how many people are going to be doing what we do, taking advantage of those warm tires. But it looks like we're going to improve by about half a second there. Love that. Let's go back to the pits. And we'll see if we have to roll back out. Okay, we only got 3 minutes. Dang. Maybe we can get one more lap in. Let's cut this down. Let's exit. Let's try to get out there. One more flying lap. Because it's going to be a dry race, I do believe, so we're not going to need the intermediates. Hopefully we don't. And hopefully it looks like another Aston Martin out ahead of us. They're harvesting, though. Okay, we got a minute. Whoa. Trying to look at his tires. I was trying to stay close. Warm up them tires. Give him a little space. I feel like we've been doing really good. We might just run up the back of this guy, whoever it is. Sonny Hayes. Much drier. A little bit of a slip, but we're able to get on the accelerator. You can see, guys, wow, good thing we made it back out. Got a little bit of some screeching going on. A little bit of some minor lockup, maybe. This is definitely driving on edge, like trying to figure out the middle ground between pushing it and not losing it, you know what I mean? Which is, that's F1, man. That's how it is. You got to find that dry, wet, indifferent. Okay. I was a little hesitant through there. I feel like if we could go another lap, I'd really push through that section. But we do have a purple. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if we purple this and take pole as the worst team? We'll have to go 110 AI, man. 105 just might not be it. Damn, lost some time, I think. Nope, we gotta get on it.
You've dropped to P10. Let's go
Did we?
again. We can do better.
Whoa, what are we? And it looks like we're gonna take P9 here, guys. P9, so a great qualifying session as we're able to get into Q3. A little bit disappointing as far as being at the back of Q3 here, but we are excited to get through. We're gonna see who's around us. Looks like Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, Alexander Albon, Nico Hulkenberg, and the kick is gonna be well up there. So both, they're pretty close to us as far as car performance is concerned. So both the APXGP and the Kick Sauber car are benefiting greatly from the wet weather qualifying. Really excited about that. We're gonna start in the top 10, guys. Let's go ahead and move towards our first race, Australia. Here we go.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit, 3.28 miles around, with the streets making for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 14 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Oscar Piastri completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Lando Norris, and Hülkenberg, Albon, Ocon, Hayes, and Yuki Tsunoda, Sainz, Doohan, Charles Leclerc, and Behrman, Antonelli, Bortoletto, Pierre Gasly, and George Russell, Lawson, Stroll, Pierce, and Isaac Hadjar rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
All right, our
Radio check,
first
radio check.
ever race strategy, guys.
Okay, here we go. I know what
We're
you can
in
do.
it, man.
Don't let me down.
We're in it. Yeah. Okay, I start on the mediums. I'm fine with it. A little over a lap of extra fuel. I think this is how we started, guys, from P9, which is way above where we thought. You could see our teammate Joshua Pearce back there in 21st. Let's make the most of it. Lights out. Let's get it. Oh, we're pulling off good. I want to stay out of the back of everybody around us, especially Ocon. Hate him. Hopefully some people will start fighting right away. I might go down the inside of Ocon here. Nope. Somebody locked up. Ooh, I thought we were going to be able. We almost did. Albon had a little issue there. I thought we might be able to pass him, but thought better of it. Okay, we got who? Tsunoda behind us. I'm not sure how our straight line speed's going to hold up. But it looks like we're doing okay, holding our ground here. We didn't lose anything. We didn't gain anything, so... Ooh, a little bit of a corner cut there. We'll have to dial that in. Luckily, we didn't catch a warning. Dirty air is shoving us around the track. We haven't really driven in dirty air yet, so we're going to have to get used to these effects. Losing the back quite a bit there.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use
Just
DRS
cover
when
up the
you're within
inside
1
so
second
Tsunoda
of the
can't
car
make the
ahead
pass.
and in the DRS zone.
Let's stay within this second. Maybe we can get a pass on Albon. We are sliding quite a bit, guys. Okay, gaining some ground here, but it's going to be a DRS train. So unless we're under pressure, we're going to save the DRS for when we can catch Albon. Get a little closer. But it looks like he might have the pass on the next guy up the track. He might have Ocon in his sights, so we'll just save the DRS here. We did have a purple sector too, but that's probably everybody. Okay, that last turn is not great for us. And here comes
No
Tsunoda.
tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Okay, Ocon really defensive here on Albon. This should open something up here eventually, though, just as long as we protect against Tsunoda here. We also want to take advantage of Ocon being caught out. A little bit of grass there. Very cool that it's the grass is now on the tire. I like that. Okay, is he gonna make a move? Nope. You can see everyone around us on the harder tires. Not great. We should have made up some places there. The first time we're actually like looking at strategy. Oh no, we're caught out. A little bit of a slide there. I think we got into the DRS range. I really hope. Yes. Nice. Let's hang out here. Gonna use the ERS to try to get back in this fight. Tried so hard to prevent the tire slip there.
Understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Oh, we slid out. Damn it. That is not our cup of tea right there, man. That last turn. Okay, Ocon battling Hulkenberg. Expect some fireworks here. Something happened up ahead because we got a green flag going.
Yellow flag.
Okay, here's the yellow. What's going on? Okay, it's Hamilton. I saw some carbon fiber, guys. He's out. He's out.
Hamilton for you. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
Is it going to be a safety car? Is it going to be virtual? We'll take the pit stop if so. There's a long line of cars up here. I'm not sure if we have the advantage on tire compound now. Okay, people heading in. We got Hulkenberg. We got Alonso heading into the pits. So the fight is on to try and catch Ocon. Oh, a big slide out there. Oh my gosh. Try and stay within that 1 second. All right, our traction is starting to go as we drop back from Albon here. Not able to hang on to him like we usually are. Fortunately, we're really fast through those braking points, and it's allowing us to hang in here, but we are on the cusp of losing this and getting eaten up by Tsunoda. Not sure when our pit is. I didn't really look. I thought it was like lap 13, which is still quite a ways off. So we're gonna have, and our ERS is almost gone as well, so we're gonna have to manage that. Okay, oh my gosh, we are dealing with tire slip really bad. Not good. We don't want to start tumbling down the order here.
Time. Okay, we have a severe
Oh
engine issue.
no!
Find a safe space to retire or return to
Oh
the pits.
no, guys.
I repeat, find somewhere to retire the car immediately. It's too dangerous.
I can't
to stay
control
on
it.
track.
No way. AI takes over, guys. The very first race, we had an engine failure. No. Oh, we obviously have to retire because of that. Nothing we can do there. Dang. Man, I was really feeling that too. We were hanging around, which is crazy. We should have gotten... We need to turn up the AI a bit. So we'll adjust that. Lando Norris and McLaren taking home the win here. First race, Australia. Oh my gosh. That's how we're starting. That's how we're starting. We want it to be realistic though, guys. So Mechanical failures have to be on. We've got to look into durability. That's already one power unit done and dusted. Oh, it's going to be a year. It's going to be a year. We've got a grid penalty coming, I can imagine, later on in the season.
Our podium, it awaits.
As we get closer to that point, we'll definitely pick and choose who we're racing with. You know what I mean? We'll see how Josh got on. Nice. Both McLaren boys up on the podium. Who is that? That's Sonoda. Where'd Verstappen go? Sonoda kind of, he's catching up. Not quite where he needs to be in real life. But here on the game, here in this universe, F125 universe, Sonoda's just fine. Getting himself a podium in his first race with Red Bull. But for Yuki to go from, they were sitting behind us. They started their race in 10th, sat behind us for a long time, worked their way all the way up onto a podium position. Epic drive by Yuki Tsunoda. Let's keep this thing rolling, shall we? It's back to the headquarters to figure out what we need to do. Okay, 10K for repairs, which isn't that bad, I guess. I think the max is 50 if it's like the last game. So we did make 65K on the weekend. Fan ratings pretty good. Josh Pearce probably. Maybe that Q3 appearance where we snuck into there had something to do with the fans giving us a little bit of a high five, so to speak. We did turn down the cash accrual and the XP accrual down to reduced while the AI is set to default. So we'll see how that affects us. Damn, we've got a lot of things failing out here. Can we not do anything?
Suffered from significant
Look at that.
on one of our
Tough.
parts during the last
Not
race.
just significant wear,
Please check
failed.
the
Power
component
unit
management
failure.
screen and replace any heavily damaged parts.
Right. We will do that. We will do that, partner. To the messages, a concerning weekend. We did have a DNF, yeah, and it's a mechanical failure. But we did get a reward of 320. The team is working diligently. We recognize the seriousness, the car's dependability moving forward. Awesome. Who is this? This is Mathis Hartman out of R&D department. Thank you so much, Mathis. Get on that thing. We need to figure it out, don't we? Let's roll through here and see what we got. Assign upgrades. Engine power is ready to be assigned. My gosh. So we equipped the arrow over to Hayes. I think we're going to be playing Josh this race, and China's going to be a little faster too. So I'm going to equip this to Josh Pearce, and then as we continue to modify these, so the next arrow goes to Pearce, the next engine goes to Hayes. And that's right here in the development department. We do have a failure there. Appreciate that so much. 55K. So this one right here, single development. Thank you. That'll be 9 days, right? Yes. And then here we just, I guess, no available slots. Love that. I guess we're gonna have to wait on that one. Sounds good. 2 days remain here. Upgrades complete. Let's throw it in a slot, and that's Hayes's. Or I'm sorry, that's Hayes's development. So 9 days he'll have his ready. What do we have? We have 1,700 points, and I do want to get in here and see, can we keep developing things? I don't have another slot available, I don't think. No available slots. Okay, so let's move on to the chassis and this weight reduction. Let's get it started. Okay, that's there. On to the powertrain. We've got spark plugs here, and this looks like it might be the last upgrade we can do before we need to start paying for things. And I guess we can go maybe durability here. The gearbox, I do like that. It's only about 400, so let's hit that research. I also turned off sliding scale development in between cutscenes here, so just letting you guys know this will be the hardest my team ever. Component management, damn it, I went a little bit early there. Component management, Here it is. We've got to apply this new. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Facility improvements. And I want to go aero first, I think. 2% more. Unlock a new tier of aero upgrades. We do need a new tier of aero upgrades, but 2 at the same time. 2 at the same. Develop 2 upgrades. Research. Goodness gracious, guys. I have to think about it now because we've got chassis. I think we do the aero. I think we stick to the plan. The research 2. No, we need the next tier. Now we've got 598, which I don't think pays for anything. Yeah, it's not gonna pay for anything. That's fine. Dude's drinking the drink alchemy. Cheers, man. Cheers. Okay. Can we do anything? Yes, we can. Maybe. No, we cannot. Yes, we can. Fan outreach. You got it, man. We're gonna spend 10 G's on that. And we can advance. Give us that fan outreach. We do love that. We do love that. We can go in here. What did we have? A development? Cash flow warning. Thank you, Anissa. That is our financial officer, maybe? Yeah, we know we've got to spend money to make money at this point, so we're working hard to get that done. 588 in the bank, and we are prepared to head into China. Thank you guys so much for being here to kick off F1 My Team, Drink Alchemy Apex GP, engine failure. But that's the beautiful thing about this game. Throw a little wrench in our plans. We will be taking over for part 2, Joshua Pearce in the other Apex GP car. China is much faster. So hopefully with that little engine upgrade, we stay competitive. Can't wait to see you guys for part 2. If you're liking the series, show some love, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing, guys. Let's grow the IP army out here. Part 2 coming at you soon. Thank you so much. Peace.